a long time. But he tweeted out recently, he got subpoenaed by 3 committees. He just tweeted out that he's considering it, basically, but there are privileges, legal privileges, constitutional things that he's considering. One, Rudy, the attorney-client privilege doesn't apply when Trump is not in the room when you're meeting with Ukrainian people. 2, the executive privilege doesn't apply because you didn't work for the government, right? You're just a United States citizen like everybody else. And the only thing that I think applies is maybe the 5th Amendment when you stand up and testify and don't incriminate yourself.
Like there's no comment.
He can say, you know, I refuse, I can't testify. He can plead the 5th. But now he's saying he may not testify. He's going to end up in jail.
Here's the deal. The man in the White House did what he did. Okay?
Yeah.
He had these conversations.
He
talked to all these different people. That's what he did.
There's a woman in the audience that's very excited at the idea of Rudy Giuliani going to jail.
He could go to jail.
Oh, I think there's a lot of people that are very excited
You know what
about
else he
that
did?
for a lot of reasons. No, I don't. Tell me.
Well,
Do tell.
You remember this day, because I think it actually goes down as the worst day of his presidency. Even worse than this phone call was when in Helsinki, when he sat next to Vladimir Putin and said he believed him, the president said he believed Putin over our intelligence community.
Yes.
Right? And to me, that says and it came out this weekend, by the way. It's a story that I don't think is getting enough attention, that before that Helsinki meeting, that he had Russian officials in the Oval Office, and he said to them, I'm not as concerned, I don't have it word for word, so don't quote me on this, but I'm not as concerned about the Russian meddling because we do the same thing to other countries.
Yeah, he likes that.
I don't know why people aren't talking about that.
Because when we did talk about it, nobody wanted to hear it.
Yeah.
Let's, you know.
Mueller said that was the biggest threat to our democracy,
yes, he
and
did.
we needed to pay attention.
But let's not lose focus. The man did what he did. He admitted to being on the phone with people he shouldn't have been on the phone with, talking about stuff he probably should not have
and withholding money.
And withholding money that had already been given.
That's right.
Let us not lose focus. You can spin this any way you want to, but it did happen. This isn't fake news, this is real news. And if these other stories are correct and we discover that they've been sort of futzing around in a way that they shouldn't have been, we should be investigating this because, you know, if Barack Obama had walked past Moscow, just past Moscow, if he had driven past Moscow, he'd be somewhere.
But they attacked Obama. They attacked Obama.
About the political implications of this, though, just give me 1 second.
Yeah.
So impeachment doesn't mean, or investigation into impeachment doesn't mean impeachment. So at some point in time, this will reach the Senate. And I don't think it's beneath Mitch McConnell to get extremely dirty in an intense dogfight on this and to bring Joe Biden and his son on the stand to testify. So the political implications for Democrats in this are intense. And I, for one, don't think, I mean, again, I don't know what happened, but this is going to get a hell of a lot worse before it gets better.
It'll be, here's the deal. If this were really important to you know who in the White House and to everybody, we'd have heard about this before the way we've heard about the emails.
Oh, you mean the Biden thing?
Well, yeah.
There's nothing to it.
And even if there were, they would have. It may look bad, but it doesn't look worse than what he's doing in the White House with all his family.
That's right.
But but he has changed the bar for what is politically okay now.
I don't disagree.
So I'm just saying that them trying to turn it on Biden does not change the fact that this man talked to these folks trying to get dirt on Joe, trying to move the needle, and also I think the same thing that you brought up.
Elizabeth Warren is going to smell blood in the water on this one and pounce.
Yeah, every time
you got to trust me on this one. It's going to get a hell of a lot worse before it gets better.
Or it may not, but you know what?
I put money on it getting worse before better.
I'm going to put money on the fact that it's not.
I do love Joe Biden.
I do love Joe Biden. There's no problem with that.
Doesn't mean Mitch McConnell is not going to play politics with it.
I said this the other day. It looks bad to go after Joe Biden, who lost 2 children already and a wife years ago.
Republicans will not care.
Well, look,
I know they don't care about anything like that.
55% of Americans approve of Democrats starting an impeachment inquiry.
Listen.
I think when the American people listen to what happened in the White House on that call, they will be much more supportive of impeaching
know it already,
this
for God's
president.
sakes?
I think they
Our producers are having a
believe that.
coronary.
I am, and I'm having a coronary.
All right.